Initiating secure connection. You're accessing a classified tactical briefing regarding anomaly SCP-895. Your Level 3 clearance has been verified. Acknowledge and let's proceed. Consider this your final warning. You are now reviewing heavily restricted data. Any unauthorized dissemination or viewing of the materials in this briefing will result in your immediate termination. We are proceeding. This briefing covers 5 critical sections: Executive Threat Briefing, Containment Architecture and Hazard Matrix, Recovery Operation Initiation, Critical Failure of Team 1, and finally, Updated Mandates and Restrictions. Section 1. Executive Threat Briefing. SCP-895 is classified as a Euclid-level anomaly. If you were standing right in front of it, physically, it just looks like a heavily ornate oak coffin. We originally recovered this asset from a commercial mortuary after staff reported highly disturbing, unexplained footage appearing on their local security feeds. Nobody could account for where it came from or who brought it in. Section 2. Containment Architecture and Hazard Matrix. Our subterranean containment architecture for this object demands absolute isolation. SCP-895 must remain permanently sealed within an underground containment cell located exactly 100 meters below surface level at all times. There are 0 exceptions to this structural requirement. This anomaly operates on a deeply paradoxical mechanism. Direct physical observation, meaning you are standing in the very same room with the object, is perfectly harmless. It appears empty. The hazard triggers exclusively when you view SCP-895 through a digital feed, like a camera, a monitor, or a screen. The object projects vivid, deeply traumatic hallucinations directly into the digital signal. Let's break down the threat radius mathematics. We've mapped a 50-meter disruption zone around the object where surveillance gear will severely malfunction, feeding you variable hallucinations. But if you push into the 5-meter radius, you've entered the lethal zone. Viewing digital feeds captured within this 5-meter boundary causes instantaneous, severe psychological trauma. It induces mass hysteria and total cognitive collapse in the viewer. Section 3. Recovery Operation Initiation. Let's review Event Log 895-01. These were the parameters of the initial recovery operation. Tactical Team 1 was deployed on-site to the commercial mortuary to locate and secure the target asset. Remote Command, stationed securely off-site, was assigned to guide them in using live digital camera feeds from the team's tactical gear. The mission timeline outlines exactly how quickly things unraveled. At 0341 local time, Team 1 makes entry. By 0343, a standard lobby video check is initiated. At 0344, Command begins reporting visual disruptions on their end. 0347, the target is visually acquired. And at 0349, the object is physically opened by the strike team. The very first signs of the anomaly manifesting hit at 0344. Remote Command, observing strictly via their digital screens, began receiving totally compromised feed data. This is where we see the initial disconnect established between Team 1's safe physical reality on the ground and Command's contaminated digital reality. The audio transcript perfectly illustrates this disconnect. Command radios in, stating, "We are seeing blood on the walls, please confirm." To which the Team 1 lead responds, "Negative, Command. It's clean in here, nothing out of the ordinary." Command was already being actively exposed to the digital hazards, completely unaware that the physical site was perfectly pristine. The threat escalates sharply at 0348 as Team 1 physically enters the storage area. As the tactical team's proximity to the object decreased, the intensity of the digital distortion fed back to Command skyrocketed. The cognitive hazard affecting the remote observers was compounding by the second. You can hear the cognitive deterioration at Command becoming rapid. Command frantically reports over the radio, "Christ, it's moving. Team 1, confirm. Object appears to be alive and moving." Team 1 calmly replies, "Negative. We see no movement. Object is normal." Team 1 then proceeds to physically open the coffin on site, confirming for the record that it is completely empty. Section 4. Critical Failure, Team 1. At 0351, Team 1 crossed the threshold into the 5-meter lethal zone with their helmet cameras still active. The Team 1 lead asks, "Command, do you copy?" What follows on the raw audio log is the sound of Command staff erupting into incoherent screaming, panicked shouting, and violent retching. The digital hallucinations had instantly caused massive, catastrophic psychological trauma to the remote viewers. Hearing their handlers break down, the Team 1 lead aborts the operation, shouting, "Shit! We're bugging out! Close that thing!" Section 5. Updated mandates and restrictions. The official incident aftermath report confirmed the permanent loss of 3 remote command personnel. I want to make this explicitly clear. These casualties were sustained strictly due to lethal observation via a digital feed. Being physically miles away provided absolutely zero protection from the transmitted cognitive hazard. Because of this critical failure, heavily revised containment protocols are now in effect. There is a strict, non-negotiable prohibition on all cameras, microphones, and surveillance equipment anywhere within the anomaly's radius. Digitizing the containment space in any way is strictly forbidden. Here are your expanded operational mandates. The red zone has been officially extended to 10 meters. Zero digital technology is permitted within this radius. Furthermore, mandatory psychological screening is now required for all on-site personnel, and physical security shifts are strictly restricted to a maximum of 4 hours. Displaying any unusual behavior will result in your immediate termination. Your personal safety dictates absolute adherence to these analog protocols. The digital interface simply cannot be trusted anymore. Secure connection terminated. One final thought before you log off. You've just watched this entire tactical briefing through a digital monitor. Based on the severe cognitive hazards we just detailed, are you absolutely certain your current feed is uncompromised? This concludes today's briefing. If you wish to maintain your current clearance level and ensure continued access to the Versarian database, a subscription to this channel is mandatory. Secure your connection by leaving a like on this file, and log your requests in the comments section below to dictate which anomaly we unseal next. Stay vigilant and expect your next set of logs every day. Secure, contain, protect.